Ladies and gentlemen, Wrestling is Real to Us and the Killer Elite would like to present to you our second installment of the Rope Talk. Today, our host is Simon Highland and myself, Gabriel Pierce, and we have a special guest, actually the creator of the Killer Elite on the mobile game WWE Supercard. He created the team, Dan Peters. Say hi, Dan.
Hello.
We're going to be recapping Monday Night Raw tonight, regardless how lackluster it actually was. And, I guess what the future holds in WWE. Let's get started, guys.
Well,
so,
where to start this week? Because there wasn't much to get hyped about for me this week. I don't know how you guys felt. There was maybe one or two spots that really had anything to really talk about for me. That's obviously the Cena and AJ promo. And the other thing for me is Big Cass. How he obviously snapped when Enzo went through the ropes again, and that's the kind of the character I think he needs to be a little bit more. Because obviously he's big, strong, he's got the look. Just let Enzo do the talking and he beats people up. I don't know how you guys feel about Raw, but they're obviously the points that really stood out for me.
Well, you see with Enzo is so injury prone now. You know, anytime you get injured in the WWE, they basically put you in injury prone. I mean, look how long Dolph Ziggler's been on the injury list. I mean, just where he's injury prone. Every time he gets a title, he gets hurt. So I'm thinking they might split that tag team up. And have Cass
during the
solo.
extension,
during
the draft.
There's been talk of splitting them two up as well, and the New Day. So I think New Day are definitely going to drop the titles at Money in the Bank. And I don't think Enzo and Cass are going to win because like you say, I think they're going to push Cass more because of his size and how Vince likes the big guy.
Right.
And maybe have Enzo more of just talking on the mic instead of actually wrestling, because he doesn't do anything for me in the ring either. Doesn't Enzo?
He's a talker though. I love the way he talks on the mic though.
Yeah, he's gold on the mic, but he doesn't really. You can see how their matches go. Enzo starts, he gets squashed. Cass comes in, wins the match, and that's how it's always been. So them splitting up, I don't know how it would work for Cass because he hasn't got that ability on the mic. Everything he says sounds really, really forced. He doesn't have any natural flow to his voice.
Well, you could easily fit Enzo if you wanted to keep him by himself because that Cruiserweight Classic that they're having going on.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I think they're bringing back the Cruiserweight belt, and that'll be on one of the shows, and the other belt's going to be on the other show. So I think all those Cruiserweights are going to come over. All these guys from NXT are going to come over. It's just going to be two big blockbuster shows.
Yeah.
You know what? What you could also do, too, is if he is actually injury prone, I know they stuck Corey Graves over on the commentator, but what you could do with Enzo is you could make him a manager because he can talk.
Yep.
So,
yeah, I could see him being Big Cass's manager.
Yeah, you have Big Cass as the manager and you have Carmella as the valet.
Yeah.
It could work.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Because Carmella's not going to stay in NXT forever, so.
Oh no, she's coming up soon.
So yeah, that was a good point. I don't know. What did you guys think about Teddy Long?
That was just a comic spot. That's what it was.
It was a comic.
I thought it was funny.
Let's bring it back and start with the beginning of Raw.
Okay.
Let's go into the Money in the Bank participants on top of the ladders and their little segment they had.
Wow.
What do you guys think?
It wasn't anything to really rave about. You had one person up there that can't talk on the mic at all, Cesaro. And then you've got Owens doing Owens gold on the
destroying
mic.
He's
gold on the mic because everything it's natural to him and nothing he says is scripted. I don't think. I think he gets told a baseline and kind of where to kind of stick what he says, and then I think he's got a bit of free reign with it because the creative team aren't that good to give him what they give him.
They're not supposed to anymore.
Yeah.
But some people need to have their handheld.
Yeah, we won't go. We won't go into that person right now.
Yeah. But out of those participants, who's actually, they're not going to make Sami Zayn. Win it.
No.
They're not going to have Cesaro win it. He's gotten hurt too many freaking times. He's just back off injury. He's just there.
There's three viable winners. There's three viable winners out of this. It's Ambrose.
Jericho's done.
No, I don't know about Jericho.
The only way I can see Jericho winning it is because he hasn't won one yet.
Well, then if he wins it, he cashes it in and doesn't win.
Exactly. He's one of the few that cashes in and doesn't win. But the two big ones, obviously, Ambrose, Kevin Owens.
The thing for me is, though, do they give Ambrose Money in the Bank or do they give him the Rumble? He's winning.
I think they give him the Rumble.
He's winning one or the other. He's not gonna win both, clearly. And like we said on another podcast, what you said, Gabe, was that the trend with the Royal Rumble, the last couple of years, the guy who's come second has won it the next year.
Yep.
So Ambrose came second last year. So is that like you say, is that a hint that he's going to win the Rumble? For me, I think either Owens or Jericho are going to win Money in the Bank, and Ambrose wins Royal Rumble.
Yep, I agree.
Wait! I just thought of something.
Go on.
That would be really sick. Okay, Rollins beats Reigns for the title, right?
Yeah.
And Ambrose wins Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
And they have that's how they get their three-way.
That'd be pretty cool.
That's how they get from the forward for them to face for the title.
Do you think if you say that, do you think if Ambrose wins Money in the Bank that he cashes in the same night?
Not the same night. I think he'll pull it. I think he would just pull it on the next pay-per-view. Be like, I want my spot, and then Reigns will come in I want my rematch, and that's how it goes. And that's how they start off the big brand extension is with this big, Shield, triple threat that everybody's been wanting forever.
That'll be at Battleground, the next, because obviously you got Battleground, then SummerSlam, don't you?
Well, we are also forgetting they did have a couple weeks ago that 7th mystery slot, and then they all of a sudden took it away.
Maybe Wyatt's not fit yet.
Or maybe they have a surprise entrant for that match. We don't know. So
maybe
there might be a wild card.
There may be wild card.
Well, they tried to fill that with two other people, and they both aren't coming back yet.
Yeah,
they were gonna have Randy Orton take it, but Randy doesn't seem like he wants to wrestle anymore. They wanted Neville to take it, but Neville's not gonna be back in time.
I think Randy's more into the charity aspect of WWE now.
He doesn't care. He's done it all. He's like, I've done it all. He's like, I don't care. He's like, I'm done. He's like, I'd rather just have my family.
He needs the IC title. No, not the IC title. The US title. The US title.
To be Grand Slam.
To be Grand Slam. There was talk of him coming back and facing Rusev.
Yeah, but you know how much of that for the Grand Slam title, the wrestlers don't care about it. It's more of the internet wrestling community that worries about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose if you look at it like that, Miz seems to care about it though. That's all he goes on about at the moment. Is the fact that he's a Grand Slam winner and people like John Cena aren't.
Great. That's because that's all he's done in his career.
Yeah.
All right. So we move on. Teddy Long comes out, announces all these crazy ass matches.
The guy's lost it.
He gets a huge pop though. That was a crazy pop he got. Pop.
That was just a cheap way for Stephanie to steal because nobody likes her. She's stale as shit. So they're gonna bring back people that are gonna get a huge pop, and then she's gonna try and come in and go, oh hi, and try and steal their thunder. That's all she does.
She actually the last couple weeks has been getting pops after she slapped Ric Flair, and then she called out Charlotte. She's been getting cheers. So
because nobody likes Charlotte.
Yeah, but by default, she's been getting cheers. So
by default,
yeah.
But by default, Triple H has been getting cheered against Roman Reigns. It ain't nothing Triple H is doing. It's everybody's sick of Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You put anybody else in the match with Triple H, they're booing Triple H.
True. I don't know.
I thought the segment was kind of meh. It was like you said, Dan. It was a comedy spot.
Yeah, it was a comedy spot. It wasn't.
There, shit.
Yeah.
Then
then Stephanie comes out. She announces the 3 matches.
Yeah.
For the 3 single matches.
Which I thought.
which time killers. But I thought all the matches ended up good. And we'll go into each one on the show, but I thought they were good time killer matches for how lackluster the Raw was. So
Right.
Yeah. And then
We didn't have a Diva match. We had a Diva segment. I mean, it's just ridiculous. It's just that's what they did.
it seems like they're killing the. And I'm gonna want to. I was thinking about doing another podcast later with you, Dan, and another guy about the Diva Revolution.
I think it kind of sailed out. What do you think?
Or Diva D Revolution.
Yeah.
it's not a
It was
not
so
a
hot.
revolution.
Now it's just like.
Yeah, that's gonna be for another podcast because I want to do that a little later. So
Yeah.
So that leads into the first match: Chris Jericho versus Cesaro.
Yep.
The
I
match,
freaking loved that match.
really?
I dug it. That was to me the best match of the night.
It seems so play-by-play though.
Yeah, it seemed really.
I liked the fact that it ended with Jericho tapping out to Cesaro. I loved the ending to it. That was just me personally.
He's tapped out to everybody.
Yeah, he can't take a submission.
Yeah.
But the match for me was okay. It wasn't anything to rave about. There was a few good spots in it. Cesaro got to show how strong he was again, but there wasn't really anything special to get hyped about. I think all three matches. We'll go into the other ones a bit later. But I think all three matches, especially the Jericho, Cesaro, and the Sami Zayn match, I think some of the guys, they had to slow down a lot to make the match work, and it didn't make the match flow as it should have done.
Right.
I don't think Cesaro and Jericho had the same chemistry that Ambrose and Jericho had.
Yeah.
Agreed. I do agree with that.
So the match for me,
you can feel. Yeah.
it was
You
okay.
can see the moves coming from a mile away. That's what kills them.
You could.
Well, it's mostly just a Superman uppercut fest. That's mostly what it usually is.
Yeah.
But this one had a lot of like reversals and stuff. That's why I liked the matches. It just wasn't an uppercut fest.
Right.
He was doing different stuff, and that's what I liked about it. He just wasn't doing uppercuts. So it was showing different stuff from Cesaro.
Yeah, but now put Cesaro on a ladder. What's Cesaro do?
Starts to talk and gets shut down by who did he shut down?
You put him in the Money in the Ladder match. What's he do off the top rope?
Yeah, he's gonna do uppercuts and shit. So.
But is he gonna jump off? No, he's not.
He's just gonna hit you with an uppercut, and you're gonna fall off.
That would be awesome if like someone was going for the title and he just like jumped off the ladder and just uppercutted him in midair.
I could see him do it. I could see him doing it from halfway up the ladder, and doing his like flying spin Superman punch that he does.
Where do you land?
And then he lands on his shoulder and it pops again.
Oh, him and Tyson Kidd, I swear, they just get injured and injured and injured.
Yeah.
Tyson Kidd is an extremely gifted wrestler that's so injury prone. It's ridiculous. Yeah.
All right, so then we move on to they recap the Cena beatdown.
Yeah. How many more times are they going to show it? Seriously.
How many more times is he going to get beat up before the pay-per-view?
They're pumping up the club, trying to make them seem badass. So they're showing it like crazy.
But they show it like crazy, and then we end into the match with. We'll go on to that later, but Cena comes out at the end and makes him look weak as shit.
Yeah,
so,
but it leads into the little promo with Cena and Styles, and
which unfortunately
Cena absolutely just
he showed me again.
Buries AJ Styles.
He showed me again how good he is on the mic, and he is on another level to most of the guys in
all of the roster.
Here, AJ.
Yeah, AJ.
Or it shows how bad AJ is.
I think
it's just because they just put Cena in all these predicaments that it's like almost play by numbers of how he can be on the mic. Like, here, you're going to say this, this, and this, and I'm going to say this, this, and this.
I don't think Cena is given a script, though. I think Cena actually just goes out there and just
I don't think Cena
I'm not saying he gets in the script. I'm talking about he goes up to AJ behind the scenes and says, you're going to say this phrase, you're going to say this, and you're going to say this, and then I'm going to respond. And I think he sets guys up to, say what they say.
I don't think he sets them up. I think the WWE set them up. I think.
Yeah, do whatever John Cena says.
Yeah, I think basically they say to AJ.
Do whatever John Cena says.
They say to AJ, go out there and say everything that everybody else has said before, because that's all AJ did. Was just go out there and say that you can't wrestle, you can't do this, you can't do that. You're 5 moves Cena, etc., etc.
Which is a complete lie. I watched The Rise of John Cena. That dude has way more than 5 moves.
He does have way more than 5 moves. He's got his 5 signature moves, but every wrestler's got that. Doesn't matter who you are, every wrestler's got that. He might overuse them, but he does have other moves in his locker. But back to
stick with what you know.
Yeah.
But the thing is it's not that he uses the moves all the time. It's the fact that that's the moves the other guys know how to respond to. You got to think wrestling's a two-way street. The guy you're doing the move to has to know how you're going to do the move so they can respond to it to accept the move correctly. So if he's using 100 different moves, the matches are going to look like shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's what people don't understand when they're like, oh, well, he's the same move. Well, fuck, if he used a different move, someone's going to get their... I mean, look what happened when Rollins just popped up and hit him in the nose. Broke his fucking nose.
Yeah.
And that was because he was doing a combo that he hadn't done before.
Yeah. And it's
so,
bad.
I mean, these guys got to have somewhat of the same moves. It's the flow, but the flow goes both ways.
Yeah. And if you're in there with a bad wrestler, someone who can't sell moves and who can't read 4 or 5 moves ahead, then the match is going to look bad regardless of who you are.
All right. So here's a recap for you. This is an old school. You guys remember Umaga?
Yeah.
Remember when he took out Johnny Knoxville and Steve-O and Wild Boy?
Yeah.
And he basically beat the shit out of him, did a finisher, and they're sitting there laughing and laughing and laughing, and they're trying to get the cameras off of it. I mean, you really have to be able to sell, otherwise Umaga looked like shit that whole time.
Yep.
Yeah. That was I thought that was so fucking hilarious. So they're just sitting there just laughing about it. They just got like spiked and Samoa dropped, and they're just laughing about it. So it really comments. It's a two-way thing.
Yeah.
But Ryback had just said a thing, which was what he said is they predetermine who wins or loses, but they still pay the winners more than the losers, even though they're dictating who's the winner and who's the loser.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's what a lot of people are upset with right now.
Yeah, didn't Ambrose speak out recently about something similar as well, about how he's fed up with always losing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, that's a little bit off topic, but it's still.
Yeah, I like the fact that Cena pretty much is kind of every time he starts to speak, it makes me want to hear the old school kind of rapper Cena come back. I thought he was going to bring a little bit of it back last night.
He just throws so much passion into what he says.
Yeah.
And you can hear it in his voice. He loves the business. It doesn't matter what you're in, what he's doing, whether he's outside of WWE and he's doing charity work or whatever, or he's inside the ring hitting promos, wrestling a match. You can see that he absolutely loves it. And people might hate on him because they don't understand the business, which is why I think a lot of people hate on him, because they don't understand the business itself. They don't understand, like you say, that you got a two-way street when you're in the ring. They just see that he hits someone with a shoulder tackle, then he's the side slams, and he hits him with a 5-knuckle shuffle, etc. But that's just the interpretation of a match. He can sell a story in a match, and he can sell he can sell a story with his promos. So people just don't. I think they misinterpret what he does as how he does it. So
exactly, and that's what I'm saying is that all these people from around the world, AJ Styles, whoever, they're watching him do these moves and do that stuff, and it's great. And they're like, "Well, you do the same shit." But he's able to adapt to any wrestler that he comes across and sell their moves.
Yeah.
And hundreds and hundreds of people that he's able to do the moves and sell the moves of. So, it looks like, they're doing so great, they're kicking his ass. He's taking it like a man, and he's watching their film. He's watching their tape. He's generally trying to figure out, how do we make this the greatest match ever? I need to do this. I need to do, and that's what people don't understand.
Yeah.
That's probably why he slipped and said Bullet Club. honestly, is he was probably watching everything that AJ ever did.
Yeah.
He's a big New Japan fan.
Yeah.
He's a big New Japan fan.
And so he probably said Bullet Club by accident, and then when the camera panned away, a guy probably got up on the apron and was like, dude, shut the fuck up, club.
Yeah. But
because there's still a Bullet Club that exists in New Japan right now.
Yeah, with the Young Bucks and everyone. Yeah.
Yeah. But the whole segment was a good segment.
That was the best part of Raw.
Yeah, it was a good segment.
So that's sad, but that was the best part of Raw.
It's selling the WrestleMania Money in the Bank match. That's what it's selling, and I think it's going to be a good match. I think it'll be.
I think it'll be match of the night.
I think it'll be match of the year so far. I think.
It'll be close.
Match 1 of 5.
Yeah, it will definitely be in the top 3 this year so far.
I mean, they'll probably fight like a couple times, because I bet you Bullet Club will interfere or whatever, and then they'll be like, all right, we'll have another one, and then we'll do another one, and we'll do another one.
Yeah. All right, so moving on, we had a theme to Monday Night Raw. It was the Muhammad Ali passing.
Yeah.
They mentioned that all night.
Yeah,
that was
nice.
kind of classy on their part, even though he's not a wrestler.
It was nice. Again, I think they've waited too long to recognise what he's done. Because they're obviously they'll induct him next year along with China.
Oh yeah,
along
for
with
sure.
China.
He'll be in this.
So
he'll be in the Celebrity Hall of Fame.
I think again they've waited too long. Obviously, there's no animosity between the families, etc., like there has been with other people that they've put into the Hall of Fame. So, but the segments that they kept putting up, the little video clips and all that, was really nice. I thought it sold his what he'd done for the company, etc. Really nicely. So yeah, it was good. Wasn't quite as good as last week's tribute to the troops thing.
Yeah, but it was still good.
But it was good, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So then we roll into they're gonna pump up the Rollins versus Reigns title match, and they did the Rollins video package from the challenger's perspective.
I liked it. I loved it.
I thought it was epic. They took a lot of clips from the Rollins 24.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I thought it was pretty epic. It made you pay attention, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, I listened to what he had to say about that. It was always about him with the Shield. He created the Shield to make an impact. He didn't. But it was always in the back of his mind was, I'm doing this for number one. I'm doing this
to be best in the world.
Yeah, I'm doing this to make myself a platform to become the best in the world, which you can kind of get. You can kind of see that in everything he's done since the Shield and everything that he's going to continue to do. But so yeah, I did like the video package, and obviously the clips of him in the Shield, and obviously giving his perspective on everything. Yeah, it was good. Good package. How did you feel, Dan?
The only parts that, I mean, I knew that like the whole thing about him wanting to be number one and all that. I mean, I understood that. But what really got me to pay attention to the package was when Triple H and Roman Reigns were at WrestleMania, and he's up there in the booth, and he's like, "Get me the fuck out of here." You know, this is supposed to be my moment. This is supposed to be, and that showed real passion. You know, and he was sitting in the hospital bed. You know, the stuff that you don't see.
Yeah.
Because obviously you knew that he was wanting the belt. You knew if you're not out to be in WWE to win the world championship, then what the fuck are you doing in wrestling?
Yeah.
Exactly.
So that stuff I understood. But when you like saw him at the pay-per-view up in the skybox, and he's just like, I can't even stand to be here. I can't even wrestle. I can't even be down there. Like, he's literally going to put so much emotion into this fucking match that it's going to be crazy.
Do you think he's winning or do you think he's losing?
I think he's gonna win, but it won't be a clean win. He won't leave with the title.
Yeah.
He will win, but he will not leave with the title.
I think he aligns himself with the club.
Oh, dude, how freaking crazy would that be?
Well,
I think he aligns himself with somebody.
There was that clip from the live event, wasn't there?
Oh yeah, where he did the little too sweet thing with AJ.
AJ and Steph have got history anyway from Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, the AJ video package was pretty sick. I dug it, and when he came out at Extreme Rules and he pedigreed Roman and he had that look on his face like that, aha. And he had that grin on his face when he was pedigreeing Roman.
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
All right, so then we move on to the God. Love Rusev. This match was just blah. Rusev Swagger with Titus.
How many more times are they going to put Swagger in a squash match against Rusev?
Yeah, or just saying Lana looked really fine in that red.
Yeah, at least she changed from the blue.
Yeah, she looked really hot in that red.
Notice that she changed from the blue to the red.
Yeah.
She did look good. But
yeah.
I like Rusev a lot, and we spoke about this in previous podcasts.
They're pushing this monster Rusev, and then they make him win by this lame-ass count-out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was because he threw him into Titus, so they're going to have a match.
Yeah, I know they're going to have a match, but I was like, I would have just had him just completely crush Swagger.
Titus is out there. Anytime there's an extra person out there, there's always some kind of interference or something. So
yeah,
that kind of goes hand in hand.
I like
either he was going to get count out, or Titus would have came and hit him, or getting won by disqualification or something. It wasn't going to be a good finish. I already knew that the minute he was out there.
Yeah, I like Titus though. He's grown on me, and I said this in last week's episode that the way that they're starting to portray Titus is the way they should have done it the moment that the primetime players split. Because obviously when they split the first time, they showed Titus obviously being an aggressive and destroying Darren Young. They should have kept that going, and not.
They couldn't.
Why couldn't they?
That's when he came out.
Yeah, no, I don't. Yeah, I don't know. I don't mean against Darren. I mean Titus being that aggressor, the guy that he should be, because he's big, he's strong, he's agile, he's quick.
Yep, I agree with you, but they put him with Slater right after that, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
They made him into another comedy bit.
Yeah, and they done that all, but now they've put him back to being. I know it's going to be like Swagger was last year, the other year when Rusev had the US title, and they put Swagger in a sequence of matches against Rusev to get Rusev over. They're just going to do the same thing with Titus, unfortunately, but I think they.
Yeah, talk about somebody who screwed up, Jesus.
Yeah.
Swagger, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Let's move on from this shitty segment. All right, so
I want everything in detail. Damn it.
Yeah.
So I have down, because I had it in two separate spots. So when they did the recap of the beatdown with Cena and Styles, and then this was the promo. So New Day comes down, saves Cena when Bullet Club tries to beat him up, right?
Yeah.
I have an emphasis right here that I wrote down, and I want to make sure that I say this on the podcast because I want everyone to hear this, because I want to take the heat for this.
Go on then.
John Cena made AJ Styles his prison bitch. Saying it right now on the mic. You heard it from me first. I want to take the heat from everyone in TWC.
We could.
Just saying.
You're not going to get.
John Cena made AJ Styles his prison bitch on the mic.
Yeah.
Yep.
He had nothing to say.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, he did.
I just wanted to get that spot out real quick. I wanted to say it.
Yeah, he did. Cena ripped him to pieces.
But the beatdown, it didn't even look like he did that much.
No.
He just forearms to the face while he's on the ground. I mean, shit. Well, Cena wasn't bleeding. He wasn't
honestly, you want to talk about 5 moves of doom? I mean, AJ Styles doesn't have. He has a bunch of kicks and forearms. That's pretty much it.
But the one I really liked, though, was Kofi's hit on AJ in that match. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, later in the night?
We'll talk about that in a minute. But
yeah.
I'm glad Lee's not in the podcast, Gabe, because he would literally fight tooth and nail. He literally.
Oh yeah, I know. That's why I said it. That's why I said it.
you know he's gonna get you back next time.
Oh yeah, I know. That's why I said it right now. Okay, so the next segment was Vaudevillains versus Enzo and Cass, and when Enzo and Cass came down, I thought the homage to Muhammad Ali that Enzo did,
yeah,
was freaking amazing.
Yeah. Float like
his whole intro coming down for Muhammad Ali was absolutely, and I know he's epic on the mic, but that gave me goosebumps. He did the whole freaking speech for Muhammad Ali in his own words, and it was absolutely like it made my hairs raise up on my arms.
Yeah. So anything that guy says is golden. He is the best.
He has a silver tongue. He has a silver tongue.
Yeah, he is the best on the mic. Anything he can say, he can, and then he obviously puts a lot of passion into what he says, and then he goes into that quiet little voice when he makes his little one-liner joke right in the middle of the thing, where he obviously goes quiet and then puts on his New Jersey accent really, really thick. And that's quality.
Couple of haters.
Couple haters. He is absolutely golden, and I know they're trying to get Cass to speak more because obviously they will split eventually. And so
Cass is just a wrecking ball. I mean that's what they're going to use him for. He reminds me kind of like Test.
Yeah.
Can't really speak on the mic.
Yeah, but in that match, the match was okay. They basically the Vaudevillains just squashed Enzo. Like I said earlier, that's genuinely what happens in their matches. But
who wins that though? We never said that.
Vaudevillains won by DQ.
Yeah, Vaudevillains.
No, I mean who wins that pay-per-view setup?
Oh, for the tag titles?
Yeah. Because we already said he was going to lose, but we never said who we thought would win.
Bullet Club.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, if not the Bullet Club, it's going to be the Vaudevillains, and they will only put the titles on the Vaudevillains for one pay-per-view.
Yeah.
It'll be a transitional championship thing if they do put it on them.
They won't.
I could see them putting it on Enzo and Cass, but it would be for a short period if they put it on them. And if Enzo and Cass win that match, that pop is going to be huge. Money in the Bank is going to be rocking if they win the tag titles.
They haven't done that much though. They haven't been around. I don't think they would. I think the only viable team is going to be the club.
I agree on that. I can't see New Day walking out.
I think one thing we can all agree on is New Day are not walking out as champs.
Yeah, I agree with that. New Day is not walking. I love the New Day. New Day is my absolute favorite. I praise them on the mic. I say their whole spiel when they come out. I freaking I love Big E. I dig their whole thing.
Are they putting down Xavier till after the pay-per-view or what?
Not exactly sure what's going on with that.
Because he went injured. Remember they're just doing that so John Cena could come out and the sides could be equal?
I think so. Yeah.
I think that's what that was. It's just a Cena.
It was a vicious Styles clash.
The funny thing is that he did an up down segment the same night, so you could see him on the segment all fine.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, it was alright, but the Cass switch when he saw Enzo go into the ropes.
Yeah.
That was good, and he just snapped, didn't he, and just destroyed him. I think Cass needs a better finish. I think Enzo and Cass together need a better finisher.
Way better finisher. That rocket launcher is not.
Yeah, and no. I think Cass needs a better finisher for himself because that that variation on the sidewalk slam just doesn't work for him.
Well, dude, he almost it to Bubba Ray.
Yeah, true.
Bubba Ray.
But when he did it to Bubba Ray, he almost threw his.
Yeah, but Bubba Ray's a big guy, though, isn't he?
Yeah.
Well, that's one of the biggest tag teams there is. But I mean, you got other guys coming back. You got Bray. I don't know what they're doing. They don't know what to do with Bray. He's been in the back the whole time. They don't know what to do with him.
I think
it'd be nice to see Enzo and Cass versus Luke Harper and Eric, any of those guys, but they just don't know what to do with them.
Yeah.
It's tough for the
Wyatts. That was one of the other suggestions for being the 7th person in the Money in the Bank, but they didn't want him to get fucked up.
Well, no, I think Wyatt. I don't think Wyatt's quite fit yet, is he? Don't think he's ready.
No.
I think that's why. I think that's why they were keeping the spot open.
Wyatt fan you will ever meet, but I have given up on WWE actually doing anything with his character.
I saw him that Tuesday night, the night after Memorial Day. He was in Rockford.
Was he?
Yeah, he was signing autographs and doing everything. He did one promo in a dark match, but he never wrestled. So he's traveling with them. He's doing everything with them. They just don't know what. That's why I said they don't know what they're doing with them.
WWE fails me with Bray.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I don't know what to say on the matter. We spoke about it before, I think.
I was hyped though because I did see Sasha and I did see AJ, so that was good.
All right, so we move on. Del Rio and Sami Zayn had their little interview spot in the back. I thought it was pretty good. It was like a veteran going up to a rookie.
Yeah.
Kind of shaking him down.
His time's over, though.
I don't like Del Rio.
I love Del Rio.
I just...
How can you not like Del Rio?
I hate his...
He's a more cocky JBL. I love it.
Well, I'm just...
I don't hate him. I don't hate him. I just don't... I just can't invest in him.
Oh, gotcha.
I don't dislike him. I don't think he's bad in the ring or anything like that.
I think his moveset in the ring is clean.
Yeah, he's very clean in the ring. I got nothing against him as a wrestler. It's just something about him I can't get into him. That's
been everybody since day one, though. Since he won the Royal Rumble and the Money in the Bank, people couldn't get behind him for some reason.
Yeah, I like him in the ring. He always puts on a good match. He never looks sloppy.
And then when he did that, we'll go into the match later. I'll talk about that later. But yeah, he puts on good matches.
The segment was alright.
The segment was okay.
Yeah.
Is he there because he's a great wrestler? Or is he more there because it adds more diversity to the roster?
I don't know.
I think it adds more ethnic diversity.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
He's just banging Paige.
Yeah, he's tapping that UK.
Yeah, what is she even doing there? They haven't done shit. They basically dropped her off too. Shit.
She's a total diva. Leave her alone.
She's hot. That's what she is.
All right.
Why didn't Wade Barrett take fucking Alicia Fox with him? Damn it.
All right, we move on to the second Stephanie.
He took
Teddy
Cameron
Long
instead.
Segment. And Teddy Long goes up to Stephanie and mentions the Fatal 4-Way
good match
tag thing, and she jacks it from him.
Yeah, good match.
Great match, great idea, funny little segment.
Yeah, nothing really
she completely hijacks his idea. I thought it was funny.
Well, she's always done that with Teddy Long. No, Vicky Guerrero used to do it, didn't she? Teddy used to come up with all these matches, and she'd run off to Steph and say her thing. So there was nothing new about that at all. It was just it was a nostalgia moment again, wasn't it?
Yeah. That was just basically, since Shane wasn't there, that was just something to fill in for Shane not being there.
Yeah,
what it was.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because it was a funny little spot.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah. Nothing more to say on that, really.
So then comes to the Sami Zayn Alberto Del Rio match.
Yep.
Standard match again. I think
their match again.
It was okay.
The finish looked brutal.
I didn't like it.
The stomp in the corner.
I hate that finisher. It's what
it
makes no sense. You would not fucking hold yourself there and let someone stamp on you. It's the most pointless fucking finisher there is. You would not hold yourself up on the ropes and let someone fucking jump on you. Yeah. You just wouldn't do it.
That's like a Rikishi stink face. You wouldn't do that either.
No, you just wouldn't.
You know it's coming.
Yeah. Like the first time that Del Rio went for it and Sami Zayn hit him and moved out of the way, that's what you would do. You wouldn't fucking hold yourself there. I hate that finisher.
If you don't have the arm strength and you're beat up so enough, you're down. You're not holding yourself up like you're saying. There's no way.
No, exactly. I think you should go back to using the cross armbar.
Yeah.
I think he's injured a few people with that though.
Because they don't know how to take his fucking moves.
Yeah, I get this. What we were saying earlier. You don't know how to take the move.
Yeah.
How many times did he wrestle John Cena? How many times did John Cena got hurt from it? None.
Exactly. Exactly.
Overall, it was a good match, though.
Yeah, it was alright. I think Sami Zayn had to slow down a little bit, though. That's what I was saying earlier. I think he had to take his foot off the gas. So, obviously, with Del Rio aging, I think, and I think that he obviously had to take it off a little bit. But again, with Sami Zayn, because he's such a good wrestler, I think he has to rein it in a little bit and leave some for the pay-per-views, because he can't put on a 5-star match every time he gets in the ring on Raw or SmackDown. He has to hold a little bit back to put into the pay-per-views, so that the pay-per-views are more interesting. They've got the better matches on. Otherwise, everyone's going to see.
You're going to have to do a couple 3.5 stars. Can't do all 5 stars.
Yeah, exactly. He can't. If he goes all out in Raw, what's he got left to give at a pay-per-view?
Exactly.
So people slating the matches, saying, "Oh, they had to slow down for it, and he couldn't." That's the reason why. Again, it's what I said earlier. People don't understand the business. You can't go out every match and give a 5-star match every single match, because it's just not going to work. You have to leave something for a pay-per-view.
But that also leads to why Brock Lesnar doesn't wrestle house shows and every fucking thing, because he would have nothing left for the pay-per-views.
Exactly, because he's only got his 16 suplexes and.
Yeah, F5. That's it.
Yeah.
People would not like Brock Lesnar if he wrestled every night.
No, they wouldn't. They wouldn't. They wouldn't. And I think that's why Cena's not wrestling all the time as well now, because if you notice, he hasn't. Obviously, he's been injured, but even before that, he slowed down a little bit. He only wrestles on Raw now. He doesn't wrestle on SmackDown.
Exactly.
So you can see when people are starting to filter off towards the end of their careers, because they'll stop wrestling on both promotions. They'll not come out every single week like Cena does now. So
if you take the roster and you take anybody in the roster versus Cena, it's either going to fall into one or two character. Either they've wrestled him a million times already, or they've never wrestled him at all.
Yeah.
So you're going to save the people that have never wrestled from him. You're going to save that for special matches, pay-per-view, shit like that.
Yeah.
Why would he want to wrestle Randy Orton for the umpteen million time, or Alberto Del Rio for the millionth time? It doesn't make sense. Or why would you want to wrestle Rusev again? They've already done that.
Yeah.
Yep.
So to keep him a little bit more fresher, they're going to put him in tag teams. They're going to put him in things with other people so he gets more of a pop and relation. Otherwise, people are just going to puke all over him for having the same stuff. So I understand him not wrestling every match.
Yeah. And
he can cut a promo. So what the fuck?
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. All right, so moving on, we had the Dean Ambrose, Kevin Owens segment. I put a fat question mark next to it because it seemed really pointless.
All their house shows, that's all they've been doing. So I'm kind of getting sick of that matchup. They've been having Kevin Owens.
Yeah, it seems
Kevin
like
Owens
they don't have those two. I love them separately, but those two together don't have good chemistry to me.
No, they don't.
Either one person's doing really well and the other person's losing. I mean, you can tell the whole match who's winning and losing just by the one person's either has advantage or not, and that's it.
I'm not invested in Ambrose anyway.
Yeah, me either. I'm old. I
like him. I like him. Don't get me wrong. And I think the crazy schizophrenic thing that he's got going on is fun, and he was super over, but his gimmick and him as a wrestler's got old pretty quick.
That's because he lost so many times.
Yeah. But he does the same. I know what I was saying, but he doesn't.
We discussed this in another podcast.
He doesn't.
He has the same old, like, his moveset is boring.
Yeah. It's a boring moveset, and I think
it doesn't get you excited.
I think the fact that you said. I think what you said a minute ago, Dan, about him wrestling the same people over and over and over again. You can't get invested in someone when they're wrestling the same match every week.
Yeah, same match with the same people, the same quality people, and he's constantly having to slow it up.
Yeah,
I mean it's all just when you can see it coming from a mile away. That's where they get stale.
Yeah,
and him not winning key matches, and so they're like, well, instead of having So what are they doing now? They can't have regular matches with him anymore.
Yeah.
What was the last pay-per-view? Ambrose Asylum. I mean, they're having to put him in, gimmick matches or, because a standard match, he does it every night.
Yeah.
So to make him worth anything, they got to put him in these kind of hardcore matches, cage matches, whatever, because that's the only way they'll get any kind of pop out of him.
Yeah. Yeah, totally agree with that. The match itself between them was pretty.
We'll go into that in a second.
Was boring, I thought.
Yeah. We had, right before that match, we had the Reigns video package.
I thought that was really good.
For the title. I thought that was well put together.
Yeah.
For Roman Reigns.
I thought it was really, really good until towards the end when he started saying about him being the fucking guy. Stop! Just stop! Oh, just stop with the fucking guy shit. Seriously, you're not the guy. You're not the man.
He's like, I'm the guy who's gonna beat the man.
Yeah, just fucking drop it, mate. Stop being a corporate bitch, and yeah, grow a set of balls.
We're done. All right, look, for all the viewers out there or all the audio listeners, we've pampered Roman Reigns enough over the last week and a half on all of our podcasts.
Yeah, we have.
We're done.
We're done. The segment itself, I thought the video package was well put together. You saw different sides of Reigns than what you see on a weekly basis. And they put it together like that to try and make you feel sorry for him.
Yeah, it was kind of cool that you got to see that his family was at WrestleMania 31 and Rollins came and screwed him over, and that was kind of cool to see.
Yeah.
It made you feel, it was just like Batman versus Superman when Batman was about to kill Superman. You felt for Superman.
Yeah.
So
Spoiler.
Yeah, spoiler.
If
you haven't seen the film by now, then that's your own fault.
Exactly.
I'm just saying for the other people watching. They don't get it yet. That are out in the desert somewhere, and there's a couple people you can think about our team that they don't get those sand movies yet.
It was a good video package.
It was a good package.
I enjoyed it. It was as good as Rollins. It was
it
was
good.
Put together well.
Rollins was way better.
It was put together very well.
Rollins was put together and it had more emotion and more passion.
It's only because he got injured. That's why.
They made the Reigns one to feel sorry for him. Yeah, the Reigns one.
So why did they show his ass getting beat by Sheamus and getting the title ripped away from him? They didn't put that part in there at all.
I don't know why they didn't show that in there.
Like, I lost it again. Or how he got screwed at Royal Rumble, with that. Why didn't they put that in there? And say, every time I get on the top, somebody higher up or somebody completely
They should have. I agree.
Because they did say that they'll be doing one next week as well.
Oh, okay. So they're probably going to be doing.
I'm pretty sure they said they were doing. It was like a 2-part segment.
So
thing.
we will be talking about this again next week.
Yeah, but the other thing that I found interesting, I can't remember when it was put in there. It might have been after the Reigns segment about the Ambrose Asylum next week.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, with the Shield.
With the Shield, I think that's going to be awesome, and I think that'll be our main talking point next week. So
yeah, Ambrose is going to be interviewing Rollins and Reigns.
Yeah, I think that's going to be fun.
Yep.
Really fun.
All right, let's move on to the match: Ambrose versus Kevin Owens.
It was an okay match. It wasn't anything to shout about, but then that's because I think they lacked the chemistry in the ring.
Agreed.
You can't.
They've done it so many times.
Yeah. I think Owens should have won. I don't think they should have given Ambrose the win.
Yeah.
But they gave him the post. They gave him the post match. What do you call that? Like, he came back and shoved him off.
The Money in the Bank little spot.
So it really doesn't matter who wins or loses these matches. It's who looks. You're facing everybody. So I'm sure next week they'll mix it up again. They'll take somebody else and
they need to have
Ambrose versus.
They need to have like Ambrose versus Zayn or something like that just to mix it up.
Yeah.
Because
I like how Owens did not climb the ladder and grab the briefcase. I like how he just looked at it and he's like, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'd laugh if he stepped on the first rung and it broke. That'd been
hilarious. Yeah.
I could see everybody else climbing a ladder and Owens bringing in like a cherry picker or something or a scissor lift.
All right. So this match was just kind of average.
Yeah, it wasn't anything to shout about. Owens is good in the ring, but they lack the chemistry to put on a good match. So, considering they've done it like 50 times in the last 2 months. So.
But Owens and Zayn can have a good match, and it's just those two can't work together. And Ambrose can have good matches with Jericho. It's just those two together.
They just don't have the They just don't have the chemistry.
Exactly.
They're too different.
Yeah.
All right. So next up, we have the little Darren Young segment, which I'm beginning to like these more and more.
It was exactly the same as last week's.
Same as SmackDown.
Yeah.
they do SmackDown and Raw the same. The walk, don't run, Darren Young. I'm loving I wish they bring him in and they have Bob Backlund in his corner. That would be legendary if they did that.
No, because they're not going to do anything with him.
No, they're not going to do anything with Darren Young anyway. It's just going to be a joke.
I know it's going to be a wash, but I would like it if they did something with it. Like, they're doing all these little vignettes. They have to try to do something with it.
Backlund's, but he's never been great on the mic though. Backlund, because he's always had everything written for him.
Yeah.
What are they going to put him in? The whole Golden Truth, Fandango, Tyler Breeze? I mean, that's...
I'm not even going to talk about that.
I'll do the talking.
I can't even talk about that. What the fuck is that?
We'll get into that in a little bit. Alright, we'll move on.
4 guys playing for tops, that's what that is.
Alright, we got the Charlotte segment with Charlotte, Dana Brooks, Natty, Becky.
That was different than what it was supposed to be. It was her basically, because of how she, rammed her father and all the stuff she said last week, was her basically adjusting what she said and trying to backtrack on what she said.
That's because she's probably been told to.
Shit for that. She got so much online and personal shit for that WWE was like, we got to do something or you're going to lose everything because no one's going to even watch your matches.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I loved that heat. That's what I...
Yeah.
It's the same heat that Paige got for talking shit about Charlotte's dead brother.
Yeah.
I freaking loved that. I love that type of heat. That makes me watch the title matches. I'm into the Charlotte character when she has that heat.
I'm into the Charlotte character when she's doing it on her own.
Yeah.
Not this Dana Brooke bullshit.
No, you mean Roman Reigns 2.0?
Yeah.
Exactly.
But I think Dana's going to turn on Charlotte soon, so it's going to happen. It's inevitable because I don't know how long Sasha's going to be out for. So they need to put Charlotte in other feuds until Sasha comes back, because they're not going to put anyone else on. They're not going to give the title to anyone else other than Sasha. Nope. So
I say right now, Sasha takes it at SummerSlam.
Yeah, she will. She will.
Same thing. I agree.
She needs obviously another. She's obviously gonna. She'd probably fight Becky at Money in the Bank.
No, they don't.
It'll be a tag match.
I don't know what it.
I think it'll be.
They fucked up with Becky too.
And we're gonna do probably a podcast later about the Diva Revolution or whatever the hell is going on right now.
Yeah.
Why is Natalya getting such a big push after nothing? They're never gonna give her the belt again, ever.
Yeah. No. So I'm more gonna want to do a podcast about this.
They stopped giving her the belt when Beth Phoenix was around. Shit.
Yeah, this is true. The Divas it's frustrating because they've got some good wrestlers.
Yep.
And Becky is a very talented wrestler.
But they shit on her so bad.
Yeah.
They make her look so weak.
Yeah. Yeah. But
I wish they would take this whole Irish fucking shit away from her and give her a different gimmick, to be honest with you.
Same.
Yeah.
But obviously they had a different plan intact for Dana Brooke and the whole storyline, but Emma getting hurt kind of fucked it all up.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it almost looks like they had two different storylines for the longest time, and it seemed like she got hurt and they just jammed it all together.
Yeah.
It's
frustrating. Injuries seem to have fucked WWE up recently, because obviously Lesnar was supposed to fight Wyatt at Mania, but Wyatt got injured. The Sasha got injured. There was meant to be that big storyline between her and Charlotte. Emma's injured, so obviously that squashed. They kept Paige off screen because of Emma and everything else, and backstage shit with Paige and stuff. But
Paige is such a great wrestler. Why would they make her? I mean, have you seen the matches lately that she's won or lost? They made her look like shit. They didn't let her do anything.
No, I know.
They made her win with a roll up over Charlotte.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's just
a freaking roll up.
She's such a talented. She's been wrestling since she was a little kid. I mean,
yeah.
Shit.
Yep.
Her whole family wrestled.
Yeah, I've watched her family wrestle. I've watched their family wrestle over here, and their whole family's good. Their whole family are great wrestlers. The fact that she's been wrestling since she was 6. Yeah, she's been wrestling since she was 6.
Yeah. There's a whole documentary on their family about wrestling.
Yeah. Yeah, their family's some of the most famous wrestlers in the UK. So.
Why do they shit on her? Honestly.
Because she's from the UK.
Well, not everything's from the UK. Shit.
Try telling that to Vince.
You got you for right now, so.
All right, we'll move on from the Divas at the moment.
Yeah.
Rising Stars, blah.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say to that.
Nothing to talk about.
What happened to Apollo Creed and the whole Sheamus thing? Did they just not have time for that tonight?
No, dude, that didn't even come up at all.
No.
Apollo Crews and Sheamus? At
Yeah.
all.
I think they're dropping
shoved off air. Like,
drop ball.
What the hell? Drop ball, period. Sheamus off TV? What the fuck?
Good.
Yeah, but I'd want to see Apollo go strong against a guy who's done something, you know?
Yeah.
Like a Jericho.
You really want someone who's a new star to just keep beating up the fucking jobbers? I mean, you want him to beat guys that have been there.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like Corbin.
Right,
Corbin
on
needs
to Simon's favorite subject, Breezango versus Golden
Oh yeah,
Truth.
fucking what is that? Literally, all I can say about that is, why the fuck?
I've been giving them love the past few weeks.
Yeah, but why have they got him fucking shaving his back on TV? What?
That was just aerodynamic.
No,
the muscles look
2.0.
strong.
Because the fucking dolphins. What the fuck?
It is Billy and Chuck 2.0. Like that's a good point, Dan. That's good.
I literally just.
Yeah, it makes it more aerodynamic. But how many top rope moves do they do? No.
Yeah.
It was.
And they kept their jackets up the whole time. And they're like fuzzy fucking jackets.
Yeah, and they've got these great.
Horrible match.
They've got these great. They've got these great big fucking flares on. How are you aerodynamic when you've got fucking 3 meters of fabric on your ankle?
Yeah, a parachute.
I literally have nothing good to say about it.
Is that Ball is going to Cody Rhodes versus Kurt Angle.
Yeah, I saw that. That's going to be good.
That's going to be a good match.
That is going to be a very good match.
Yeah.
Very, very good.
See, Cody Rhodes hit list of everybody who wants to face.
Yeah.
And then what's it? Damian Sando or Wade Barrett came back with Papa Shango.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I don't know why Goldust does it to push over other people, but like now they just have him as a gimmick. I mean,
He is a gimmick.
Did you ever see him in TNA though?
No.
Oh, they made him a badass, like hardcore thumbtacks, and when he was with Relic,
Yeah.
they actually let him be himself, like the hardcore fashion, not this gay ass, long haired, faggot ass shit that he's been doing. But he'll do whatever they tell him as long as they pay him. I mean, he's had a serious drug addiction. He's pissed away so much money that, hey, if you're gonna pay me to be stupid on TV, guess what? I'm gonna be stupid on TV. But they ruined that whole Goldust character back when WCW was around, when they had tag him with Booker T, which is, I don't know why they want to keep pairing him with black people. It's just like their thing. And then he got electrocuted, and then he was fucked up in the head.
Yeah, and they're trying to recreate what they had with Booker T, though, aren't they?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
They just can't get them over. They're just not getting over.
Nope.
And
R-Truth was big in TNA. He was like the champion. He's a 3-time world champion in TNA.
Yeah, R-Truth. I love R-Truth.
But they just want to make him be comedy. They think the show has to have comedy in it.
Yeah. I just can't.
Right.
The whole fucking segment was just...
It's bad.
Yeah. So bad.
So then we get Teddy Long getting kicked out of the building.
Yeah, another bore piece. This plays the story of the night, doesn't it? Teddy Long does this thing. Standard Steph getting him kicked out, etc.
Yeah. And then the Ollie segment. They actually had a segment for Ollie where it was like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah, it was good. It was just very classy, I think. when WWE do segments like this, it's always very classy.
Yep.
They always put together a great segment about when anyone passes. They always put together a good segment. So yeah,
they should put one for Kimbo Slice Roll as homeless street fights.
Should phone them up and tell them that.
All right, so then we get you get the little promo for the Shield reunion on Raw next week.
Quality! I can't wait for this.
Yeah,
because obviously
I have a feeling that's going to be the highlight of Raw. Though,
yeah,
that and whatever AJ and Cena does.
Yeah, it's gonna be a case of it will start off with Ambrose being nice, being professional, I think. And then it's all gonna break down. He's gonna be like, well, I'm gonna win the Money in the Bank. So, both you two better watch out, etc.
I have a feeling he's going to call out Reigns. He's going to be a dick to Reigns.
Do you think?
I have just a gut feeling. I have a gut feeling he's going to be a dick to Reigns.
Do you think he's going to turn?
Not turn, but he's going to be more of an asshole to Reigns than he will be to Rollins.
Do you think he's going to be like, well, you've taken my spot too many times?
Possibly, yeah.
Kind of thing.
Or you've been in my way, otherwise I'd be world champion.
Yeah.
Yeah, that type of thing.
Yeah, I could see that working. I don't know. This might be a hint, but then it will probably think that fans will think that Ambrose is going to win to set up the triple threat, which I think they will. They will hold out until Mania for.
Yes,
yeah.
I agree.
Like, I softened up Triple H for you, and that's why you beat him, and blah blah blah. If it wasn't for me, you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rollins, same thing with you. If I didn't make you so tough and do the Shield with you, you'd never be champ. You'd both never be champion. I've always watched both of your backs, but you know what? Fuck both of you. I'm doing me.
Yeah, it'd be a case of every time you've been in the shit range, I've been there to back you up, but I've had enough of playing second fiddle to you both. That kind of thing. Yeah. I think it'd be a really good segment.
Yeah, because he's the one Shield has won. So
yeah, and those three have tremendous chemistry.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what that'll be like.
Hopefully Reigns will be able to talk. Hopefully it's not I'm the guy.
Well, I think he'll be passionate because it.
I'm the man. I'm the guy. I'm the man.
God damn it, dude! It's gonna be.
Ambrose just comes out.
We're getting this hyped
crazy.
up on our head, and it's gonna be absolute shit, dude.
I hope not. Because it has so much. It has so much potential, and they could have this as an 8-month feud between the three of them.
They could.
And it could potentially be, because obviously that was what was meant to be for Mania this year. They were meant to have the triple threat this year, but obviously Rollins got injured, so they had to change everything really quickly. But if they can all stay fit and they can all stay healthy, the feud between those three for the next 8 months will be pretty good, I think.
Yep, agreed.
So
it's going to be an ongoing thing. So
agreed.
Yeah, definitely. Ongoing. It's not gonna be a one-off thing where they're in the ring together. It's going to be a long ass feud.
So does Rollins win it so that Reigns can get a rematch, and then they can just keep going back and forth, switching the belts until a major pay-per-view comes up?
I think Rollins.
I still say Rollins wins,
but he doesn't win the title.
He doesn't win the title. That's I'm on page with that.
Yeah.
But I mean, what's the next pay-per-view? You said Battleground.
Battleground,
then
SummerSlam,
I believe.
Yeah.
I think SummerSlam will be the big triple threat and whatnot.
Yeah, and there is where Rollins will win it, and the title will be his.
I don't know. I think Ambrose might win.
Yeah, possibly. Could be. All right.
Anybody but Rollins. Anybody but Reigns. Anybody but you.
Yeah.
Anybody but you.
Not the guy.
Right. So we're moving on to the last little segment we got today, guys. The 6-man tag match, the main event. New Day versus The Club.
Yeah, I thought that was a good match.
I thought it was an excellent match. I loved how it started. It was just brawl, free for all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Xavier Woods, I will say this right now. Xavier Woods' little Kamehameha that he does is, I just love it. It's a little comedy into a move.
I thought that was the most exciting I've seen Xavier Woods.
Yeah. He does the little Kamehameha, hits the dude in the chest, and then runs and does the little flip over the top rope.
Yeah. I think Xavier Woods is very underrated. He's not utilized enough in the ring.
He has a lot of charisma.
Yeah.
But he's just not a big guy.
No, but he's a very talented wrestler again.
Yeah.
I think he'll be...
Is that somebody, like I said, takes off if they bring the Cruiserweight back? Is that a guy they try and push into that division?
I could see him being Cruiserweight champ.
I could see him being Cruiserweight champ, yeah. But then you've got people like Finn Balor who will dominate the Cruiserweight division.
Well, he's going to be in the world title picture, though, so I don't think they'll really stick him in the Cruiserweight picture.
Maybe.
I think it'd be more like Neville they'd stick over there, because I think Finn Balor will be in that.
I think, there'll be a few Cruiserweights that will be too good to be in the Cruiserweight division. Let me rephrase that. Not too good, because there'll be some Cruiserweights that are exceptional that won't get the push. I think Balor's too big of a name.
Yep.
To be in that division.
I think Neville, if he just comes back from injury and that's going on, they'd give him the push in there.
Yeah. But the match itself I thought, really good spots. I think they've got some good in-ring chemistry, the club and...
New Day.
Yeah, I can't call them the club. I have to call them the Bullet Club. I just can't do it. It just doesn't. It just doesn't sound right. But yeah, they have some good chemistry. The match flowed well. It went well.
Big E kind of had a mean streak. That was kind of cool.
Yeah, he's always needed that, though. He's such a big, strong guy.
He's such a big nerd in real life, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, but when you're that big, you really don't give a shit, do you? I wouldn't want to argue with him. His fucking...
I honestly thought Cena was going to come down and be the sixth man in the match.
Yeah, I thought that. I thought Teddy Long would appear on the screen or something and say, "Restart the match as a 6-man tag with Cena." But no.
Holla, player.
Yeah.
But no, they try to look like they were all getting beat down, and then they had pieces come back, and then like I said, that hit that Kofi did on AJ, that was
good.
Mean ass.
Yeah.
AJ flying.
I think the last 2 weeks Kofi's looked really strong. His match against AJ Styles last week was awesome. But he's always had that, Kofi. I've always loved Kofi. I think he's been, again, underutilized by the WWE. He's fantastic in the ring. I think his SOS looked a bit sloppy, though.
He hasn't used it in so long. Shit.
Yeah, he used it last week, and it looked a bit sloppy. And again this week, and then again this week, it did look a bit. I don't know if he's changed it slightly because it didn't look quite as fluid as usual. But other than that, the match was good. I think that was the only sloppy part of the match was Kofi's SOS. And then Cena comes down after the beatdown. At the end.
At first, he kind of got beat up a little bit at first, so it wasn't like a complete destruction of the club.
No, it wasn't. But he came down, went to hit Anderson and Gallows. We didn't even touch him, did he? It was like a forearm and didn't even touch him, and then went into the ring.
How many times does he have to AA Gallows? That's what I want to know.
He's the biggest guy, isn't he? So he has to look stronger.
No, he had to AA him a bunch of times when he was in the that group with CM Punk, the Straight Edge Society.
Yeah.
He AA'd him when he was fucking festive. How many times does he have to just AA that guy? And the guy takes it the same way every time.
Yeah, I thought they made the club look weak, though. I'm fed up with people making the club look weak and making AJ look weak.
But it doesn't feel like they're more like the club is all over the place for just being three guys. I mean, they're all over this tag team thing. Now they're all over this John Cena thing, and they're going to help him. And it just seems like they're not really in one direction. They're kind of like all over the place.
Yeah, it seems like they're running the joint kind of like an NWO type thing.
Yeah.
Right, but they're running the joint with no power and only 3 members.
They need Balor.
They
Get Balor or Rollins. Yeah.
They need a few other guys. So, I'm just trying to think. The Revival, maybe.
Oh.
I think that.
Oh, that's good. There's also talk of them adding in. So there's an article I read today to add in either Samoa Joe or Nakamura.
I'd take Samoa Joe.
Yeah, I mean, could you imagine that squad with Samoa Joe as like a muscle?
I think they might put Nakamura in there because he can't. I don't think Nakamura can be on his own because I think in NXT.
But Nakamura could be an assassin, go in there and just super kick the shit out of people.
Yeah, I think Nakamura would be a good addition because he doesn't speak English, so him doing a promo is
not happening.
He can't do it on his own. In NXT, it's fine because
AJ really can't do a promo on his own either.
It's such a small with NXT. It's such a small. He's used to crowds like that.
Don't say AJ can't do a promo by himself though.
AJ can do a promo. I think he's just adjusting.
So WWE bound. Have you ever watched anything else besides WWE TV?
Yes, I've watched TNA. He's cut promos before. I was joking.
You've got a shitload of them. It's not the AJ Styles that we all know and love. It's WWE AJ Styles.
Yeah.
Yep.
They've got
so many. It's not the Bullet Club we know and love. It's the club that we WWE like. Is basically what it is.
Yeah.
I can't call them the club either because every time I think of the club, I think of that stupid thing you put in your car so people don't jack your shit.
I just think of a sandwich.
A club sandwich.
Yeah. Every time. I think
about some old lady, this little red thing over her steering wheel, locking it tight, and just can't steal my shit. But yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah,
but Balor's had so many hints about the Bullet Club on the Balor Club, so I definitely think by the brand extension, either they're gonna say, "All right, AJ, screw you, we don't want to be part of you," and then they bring in Balor, or they just bring and then like an NWO kind of style club.
Yeah, it's going to be called the Balor Club eventually.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost going to be like when all the NXT guys came over, where it was just their whole club of guys that always been put down and always been buried, and
Nexus.
Now there's more of us than there are of you.
Yeah, Nexus type thing.
Yeah, but Nexus was like, who's going to get hurt next? And they kept dropping like flies.
Daniel Bryan, Ryback.
Yeah.
Hey,
Skip Sheffield. Skip Sheffield.
Hey, Skip Sheffield.
Yeah.
Michael Tarver. There's one for you.
Yep, Michael Carver. Where the hell did that guy go?
Husky Harris. That's the one we
Bray Wyatt.
So the only one that's basically stayed strong from that is Barrett but he left, and then Slater, who just doesn't ever seem to go away.
Yep.
And what's the other guy? David Otunga, which he's still there, but he just.
He wrestles on Superstars.
Does he still wrestle?
Only does yeah, he wrestled. He wrestled a dark match on Tuesday.
Shit.
He's from Elgin, Illinois, so he always comes out and talks shit about Rockford. It's the same thing every time.
I didn't even realize that guy still wrestled.
He does.
But it's like JTG. How long did they keep him on the roster?
3 years.
He literally didn't wrestle for about 2 years.
Well, great. They still want to pay him. And that's the thing is that they keep him because he was, a minority, and they wanted, just to say they had more black people than they really did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
You should see how many people in like corporate America they just hire to sharpen pencils and get office supplies and put them on the payroll just so they say they have a black person working there.
That doesn't surprise me.
No. Well, this Raw was pretty
average.
Lackluster.
It was an average. It wasn't. Yeah. Last week's was better, and last week's wasn't much to rage about. I think next week's will be a lot better because it's the last Raw before pay-per-view.
Yeah, I agree. Hopefully it'll be a lot better.
I think they're just trying to slow down everything before this big. I think everything is going to erupt when all this extension happens, and they're just trying to slow it down until it happens.
Yeah.
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 Hopefully we have more material to work with in future podcasts. This one.
Yeah.
was.
It's almost been an hour and 20 minutes that we've been on this call. So
well, we prolonged a lot of this. We could have breezed through this in a half hour if we wanted to.
It's all right.
But if we did that, it wouldn't be. It would be. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's give a quick shout out to our Facebook groups.
Yeah, let's do some plugs. I want to just give a big shout out to Pro Wrestling Talk, for letting us share on their site, and want you guys to go over there and see what they're all about.
For me, WWE is Life. Give a shout out to them.
Yeah, Cheap Pops Wrestling Discussion again. Big shout out.
Fans of WWE Supercard for letting us post on their group. Go and check the mobile game out.
I literally love this mobile game. Gabe got me into it about a week ago, and I can't stop playing it. So, literally, go out there, go over onto their Facebook group, give them a like, and download the game. It's a good game.
It's an awesome game when you got an awesome group.
Good guys too.
Yeah.
You go to bed with the legendary, and you wake up and you got a WrestleMania card. So nothing. So.
Wrestling is real to us, which we're now partnering with because we'll be able to extend our podcast out to over 5,000 people on a weekly basis. So we're now partnering with them.
Yeah.
So big shout out to them. We're going to be posting our podcast on their page weekly, possibly daily if we do more than one podcast. So, yeah, big shout out to Wrestling is real to us.
Okay, and the Wrestling Mayhem show. Again, they're one of the reasons why we wanted to get into podcasting. Their show's great. If you haven't listened to it, I seriously recommend it. They don't just do wrestling podcasts either. They do sports. They do loads and loads of other stuff as well. So
video game podcasts, all that good stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, with that, everyone else, out.
Yeah. TKE out. Have a good night, guys.